right now, what we always love to do on a Wednesday hump day edition of the Rodcast, and that's checking with my man Nick Shuley. Nick Shuley always hooking us up and doing a great job with our set list ATX. But Nick Shuley is a man about town. He's a Renaissance man. He's got a lot of things, he's got a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire. But he takes the time to come here and break down some of the best music, best musical acts to listen to here in Austin in set list ATX. Thanks for the time, Nick. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I'm actually on the road. I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho right now.
I saw that, man. I saw you were up before everybody else, so you were in the dark room and.
Oh, dude, I looked like I was in the Blair Witch Project or something like that.
I respect it, man. You were trying not to wake people up. I get it.
It's exactly right.
I'm an early riser, so I fight that all the time. Where I'm like just tiptoeing around.
Yeah, and I was like, and I don't know. I was trying to do the show because my wifey is like next door with the baby, and I was trying to be kind of quiet. But now we're good. Everybody told me that I wasn't that loud, so it's all good. Hey, all right, so my man Nick Shuley, what you been up to, man? I know you've been busy with work and everything. What you been up to lately? You think about that vacation that I've suggested for you?
I haven't got that one planned out yet, so yeah, I'll just keep moving that one down the field. Like we'll get there someday. Yeah, man, just staying busy. Lots going on. It's we're still in the what I call, I think I said it last week too, the South by hangover. It is
seems like that.
It's playing catch up on a lot of stuff, but it's also the touring doesn't pick back up as heavy for a little while because everybody's just played here, everybody's exhausted, and as Patrick said, everybody's wallets are a little lighter.
Yes.
So it's not the time to roll out, but it's definitely starting to pick back up. So there's some good stuff this week.
All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. You're starting Wednesday here with the Setlist ATX today, right?
Yep. Yeah, with two straight nights of John Batiste at ACL Live, which if you haven't seen him, he's the ultimate showman. He's for those that don't know him, he did I think he won a Grammy for the Disney cartoon Soul. He did the soundtrack for that, and is just an awesome performer. He's from New Orleans, man. Super talented. He's got a documentary
Does he really? Out about him. Yes, I forget where it's on, but maybe on HBO. Maybe it's HBO Max. There's a documentary about him. Actually, I just saw somebody not too long ago.
He is it's an energetic show. You will not walk out of there without feeling entertained. I can guarantee you that. I got to see him once and was pretty blown away. I did not know what to expect and was very, very impressed.
Yeah, he was the band leader for Stephen Colbert for a long time, right?
Yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah. He has an amazing background, but just talented, plays tons of different instruments and just does it all. It's pretty cool. And then one of my favorite local, I'd call it soul rock, a little bit of hip hop artist, Chief Cleopatra. She'll be over at Hotel Vegas, which I really like her. Get out and see her if you can.
Great name.
And then for all the, it's a crossover with the Swiftie crowd. The Chelsea Cutler will be at Stubbs. It's kind of electro pop kind of. It's tough to find words to describe it, but it will be packed out. She is enormous right now and has that Swift crossover, so it'll be there'll be a lot of girls and ladies out at that one.
So if you guys, hey man, you might want to go to that show, even if you don't like the artist.
Just wear your Travis Kelce jersey and you're good, man.
Yeah, exactly. And then one of my favorite soul singers from Austin, Maylot, she'll be at the Pershing. They're doing a little series out there. And then I kind of push this place always, but there's a phenomenal venue in the Pearl in San Antonio called Stable Hall, and they're just kind of launching. But they have an artist who played here last week called Bayonne, which once again I really exhaust my adjectives, but I to try to describe these artists, but I would call it dream pop Americana. Ooh. It's got like kind of a dreamy little. I'll use the soundscape word again. But cool stuff and worth the trip to Stable Hall. It's kind of a little art piece that's just a gem in San Antonio. So definitely make the trek, make that quick trek down and check that out. And then Friday, the up and coming female Atlanta rapper Cody Shane will be at Empire Control Room. And then one of the godfathers of the cowpunk roots rock scene, Alejandro Escobedo, who is just one of the biggest treasures we have in Austin. He's still going hard and still got that little punk vibe, even though I think he's 73, 74, somewhere in there. I hope I didn't age him, but
is wild.
He's been going forever, man. And he was still getting after it at South by, and that one's worth seeing. He'll be over at Antone's, and he's one of the guys that if you haven't seen him, get out and see him. He's worth seeing. And,
Okay.
yeah, you won't regret it. And then one of the bands I found, Higgs found this band at South by. I like them. They're called Exotic Frutica, and they are an Austin artist, and they'll be playing Hotel Vegas. But it basically sounds like some New York City garage rock is probably the best way to describe that. And then up and coming young guitar god Paul Val will be over at the Continental Club. He's got some great hair.
He's got some great. I love it. He's got his new track. If you want blues, you got it. I like that new track.
He's awesome.
Awesome.
We booked him for an acoustic show during the pandemic, and it was this 20-person outdoor event, and it was supposed to be quiet and like laid back. And we were like, "Yeah, dude, this is the vibe." And he's like, "Okay, cool." But he walks up there in this quiet environment, rips his shirt off, and just starts slaying on the guitar. And I was like, "Well, that's one way to do it." But he's a showman.
Yes, he's a showman and does not like shirts. I can tell you. The amount of times I've seen him, he does not like shirts.
Yeah, it was a pretty funny vibe, but he killed it. And then an artist I really like, and up and coming for all you country fans, this guy from Bixby, Oklahoma, named Corey Kent, and he's kind of gone on this huge ascent recently. You love this artist. He's actually managed by a group out of here. One of my favorite humans on earth, George Corey, manages him, and he'll be playing Green Hall. That's worth the trek to New Braunfels to see that one.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, some more dance pop rock. Leisure will be playing the Empire Control Room. And then online sensation and super talented man Teddy Swims will be over at Stubbs. That one will be packed out. He's kind of got that R&B soul vibe and really, really amazing voice. And then one of the classics who's always around, and I'm sure Patrick's seen this guy as many times as I have. The Guy Forsyth Blues Band will be over at the Saxon Pub. And then we have a special on Saturday night. Patrick will be hosting a show at the Come and Take It Live, and so you get a chance to see him and see Blackheart Saints and Saucer. I'll let him fill you in on that.
It's going to be an awesome show. It's a triple birthday, I think, because Omar Vallejo's in Saucer. They got a couple of Vallejo guys in that band. The guy from Del Castillo, guy from Sister Seven, and then George DeVore, which is normally a very kind of Americana, maybe a singer songwriter. But they're a very hard rock band. It's awesome. They put on a great show. They were broken up for like 15 years and got back together recently. So they're a lot of fun to see. And Blackheart Saints are killing it. They tour all over the country, but they're from here in town. So they're coming back to play a show for the singer of Blackheart Saints, Omar Vallejo. And then it's also the 7th anniversary of Come and Take It. So it's a big party. They hit me up and said, "Can you come out and MC?" So I'm going to be out there. Also on that one, Foolish Ones, Kinetics, and Kate Angel are all on that bill. If you want to come out and hang out with us on Saturday, to Come and Take It Live.
And for those who don't know, those names he just dropped are Austin rock royalty.
Yes.
So many, whether it's the Vallejo guys, the Del Castillo guys, etc. Like those are some great artists. So get out and see that. And
nice.
pardon me, Sunday night. If Sunday's a little lighter, so I'm just going to send everybody out to see the Resentments at Saxon Pub. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's anytime you don't have anything to do on a Sunday evening, go see the Resentments, and it's another all-star lineup of Austin musicians. Cool. And then on Monday, one of the biggest Sublime cover bands, 40 Ounces to Freedom, will be playing at Antone's for all you Sublime fans. And I think we're at like a big anniversary of their big record. I think it might be. It can't be 40 years, but maybe
it could be. It could be. We're getting close to it.
30, wait, no, wait.
I mean, no, 30. We're going 30. 90s is 30, right?
Yeah, I just totally aged that one. But yeah, 30 still, man. Woof, I can't believe it's been that long. And that one was recorded right here in Austin, Texas. So. At Arlen Studios, and then Alejandro will be doing another performance. He's doing a Waterloo record in store for free on Monday, so that one's a cool one. BMI always does their songwriter series on the first Monday of every month, and they've got a bunch of young up and coming songwriters, John Lowell, Ruby Dice, and a bunch more. That's another cool one, kind of a happy hour show. And then an artist that I learned a lot about is playing the Cedar Park Center, and I believe it's pronounced Ado. I was looking at it online; it's spelled Ado. But she is a Japanese artist who I guess had the quickest ascent at her age to #1 in Japan. And this thing is sold out at the Cedar Park Center. So I was like, this must be something. And Rod, this will age us both because she did the theme song for one of the anime movies. And Rod and I have learned a lot about anime from the Third and Longhorn podcast because all of the players are anime fans. And every time a player brings up anime, it just leaves every single one of us silent, kind of staring at him like, "Oh, I'd like to converse with you about this, but I know nothing."
It's another language. You're right. They get deep into it. They're into it, man. It's wild.
Yeah. So I think this falls somewhat in that crowd, and but yeah, sold out at Cedar Park Center. So there's something going on. They're doing something right. And then on Tuesday, legendary indie rocker Nico Case will be at the Paramount. And then a night of song and storytelling with Brene Brown, Gina Chavez, and Carrie Rodriguez over at the Long Center. And then a couple more kind of clean neo-pop artists, once again, stretching the adjectives. Double Camp and Alt Bloom will be at Empire Control Room. And then Miles Zuniga from the Fastball fame, as well as David Polkingham from Alejandro Escovedo's band's fame, will be at Saxon Pub together, and we'll have some tickets to give away to that one. And that's a cool show. And then one of my favorite younger artists, he's from San Antonio, but he comes and plays in Austin a lot. Brandon Pattier will be over at Saxon Pub. He's actually in a killer 90s cover band 90s country cover band that I saw. They were really, really good. And had some really sweet matching jackets. So he was very memorable.
The sweet matching jackets. I like that. Especially if you're a 90s cover band. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff there, Nick. We appreciate it as always. All right, Patrick, how do you want to do the ticket giveaway?
Let's hit them on the text line. 512-447-3776. And let's use it's Miles. So let's just go Miles. We'll go with Miles. He's a cool dude. I remember meeting him as a kid when Fastball was coming up. And they were nice guys to me then, and started some of my love for local music that has continued on for way too long now. I think
Amen.
Cost me a lot of money.
For me.
Yeah, no, between both of you guys, man, I learned a lot about local music here in Austin. So we appreciate you, Nick. You are the man. We know you got a lot going on, so we'll let you go, but appreciate all of your time and all your effort. And think about that vacation, man. I'm gonna keep asking you about it too.
Well, I'll think about it. But thank y'all
man.
for having me as always, man. It's a lot of fun. You guys are the best.
All right, that's Nick Shuley. And Nick Shuley is at Nick Shuley in the Twitterverse, right? Are you Nick Shuley on the gram? Two people want to follow you on the gram?
I am, yeah. NICKSHULEY. You'll be bored to death. see pictures
that is not true at all.
See
That's
pictures
not
of
true
my
at
nieces
all.
and nephews and Third and Longhorn stuff.
There you go.
Exactly. He does so much stuff. Trust me, you would not be bored following my man Nick Shuley. All right, thank you, Nick. You are the man. All right, let's get to the break here. We come back. I believe we got to do a burnt orange curtain real quick so we can throw that in there.